It is March 31st, Tuesday. I hope everybody was okay with their lesson yesterday. It was fairly short. We're going to get a little bit more involved as the weeks progress, but need to make sure everybody's comfortable getting onto Google Classroom. Everybody has a device. I hope if you did not have anything but maybe a cell phone, you took advantage of going over to the school and getting one of the laptops from over there. But today's lesson for the activator, we're going to talk about this problem right here. I told y'all to look at it and go ahead and answer it. Ingrid bought a laptop that was 30% off the regular price of $1,050. If a 7% sales tax was added to the cost of the laptop, what was the total price Ingrid paid for it? So, first thing we need to do with this problem, this is actually going to be a two-step problem. We need to find out how much she paid for a laptop before tax. Okay, so it's 30% off. So what we're going to be doing here is subtracting 30% of the laptop price away from it. Okay, so to do that, first we need to take 30%, and we have 30%. And we can't do much with this. We need to turn this into a decimal, okay? So if you remember, for turning percent into decimal is you're moving your decimal place 2 times. So it's 30%. So there's an imaginary decimal sitting right here at the back end of it. And we're going to move it 2 places to the left. So there and there to put the decimal there. So 30% or 0.3 is what we're going to be using here. Alright, so the original price of the laptop was $1,050, and we need to find 30% of this. So we're going to multiply it by 0.3. Right? So the reason we're multiplying, if we wanted to double the price, we would multiply by 2, correct? So to find a fraction of the price, you're going to multiply also. And that's how you need to look at these things in your head. Think about what you would do with whole numbers, and you still do the same thing with fractions and decimals. So 0.3, this is real easy one. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 5 is 15. Put the 5 down there, carry the 1. 3 times 0 again, 0, but we have the 1 here, going to put it there. And then 3 times 1 is 3. So we have 3150. And there's a decimal in here. So what we're going to need to do is 1 decimal place. So 1 decimal place here, it is $315. That is 30%. So this problem says we bought the laptop for 30% off. 30% off, that means we're going to take that 30% off the original price. So we're going to say $1,050. And we're going to subtract $315 from that. One moment. Alright, so we're going to subtract this. So we got a 0 here and a 5 here. We cannot take 5 from 0, so we're going to have to borrow. 10 minus 5 is 5. 4 minus 1, 3. 0 here. We cannot take 3 from 0, so we're going to borrow the 1 from over here. 10 minus 3 is 7. So we have $735. This is how much Ingrid paid for the laptop, was $735 after the 30% taken off. But it tells us right here, if we look right here, if a 7% sales tax was added to the cost of the laptop, what was the total price Ingrid paid for it? So, we need to find 7%. And what we find 7% of is what the cost was for Ingrid, which was $735. So again, 7%. We have our 7 here. There's an imaginary decimal right here, and it is 2 places to the left. So 1, 2. There's not a number there, so we're going to put a 0, and our decimal's right there. So it is 0.07 is what we're going to need to multiply 735 by. Okay, So 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 3, 21, plus 3, 24. 7 times 7 is 49. And we have 2 there, so 49 plus 2 is 51. Okay? So then we have our zeros. Put a place there. There's 0 times 5, 0 times 3, 0 times 7. It's all zeros. Anything multiplied by 0 is 0. Add it all up. Here we go. 5 plus 0 is 5. 4 plus 0 is 4. 1 plus 0 is 1. 5 plus 0 is 5. How many decimal places do we have? There's none here. 2 up here, correct? 1, 2. So we're going to start back here, and 1, 2. $51.45. So what is $51.45? That is 7% of this. Is this going to be our answer? No. This right here, $51.45, is what 7% of this is. And if you look right here, it said 7% sales tax was added to the cost of the laptop. How much did the laptop cost us? $735. So $735, and we're going to need to add this $51.45 to it. So whenever we're adding and subtracting decimals, we always have to line up our decimals. There's no decimal shown here, but there's an imaginary decimal right there, okay, behind this whole number. So we're going to line this decimal up, and we have 5145. Okay, so all of our decimals are lined up. And since we have a decimal here, let's go ahead and put some imaginary zeros just to make everything look neat. Okay, so we're adding. 0 plus 5 is 5. 0 plus 4 is 4. Here's our decimal that needs to come straight down. Adding and subtracting, you always bring the decimal straight down. 5 plus 1 is 6. 3 plus 5 is 8. And there's nothing here for the 7, so it comes on down. So the cost of the laptop after we took 30% off and we had added a 7% sales tax is $786.45. Okay, so there's going to be a Google quiz or Google form up right after this video. Same thing we did with the last video. You're going to need to put this number right here in there so that I know that you watched my video and that you worked this out with me. I hope y'all worked this problem out before I did it here. Okay, this is the practice that you guys need. All right, so tomorrow, Wednesday, what we're going to be doing is this problem right here. It'll be the third problem on this same page. Okay, and this was expressions and equations 7EE3. 7EE3. Okay, and the question is going to be, in Gloria's class, about 25% of the students wore sweatshirts to school one day. If there are 29 students in her class, about how many students did not wear sweatshirts to school that day? Okay, read that very carefully. There's a couple words that may trip you up some. Okay, so read it carefully again. If you have the packet, make sure you pull the packet out, look at it while you're working the problem out. If you did not get the packet or you have lost it, go ahead and pause this video right now and take a good look at it, all right? Take a good look at that. All right. So tomorrow we're going to work on this problem right here. Expressions and equations 7EE3. Y'all have a good day.